So 12 years, we've had 12 years of Tory misrule. Let's have a think about the economy, shall we? Low growth, productivity now so low, it's estimated to be 20% below that of France. I mean, it almost beggars belief, but then that's what you get when you have huge open door immigration to low skilled labour. Through their economic policy of quantitative easing, they've pushed up the price of assets, houses. So if you're rich and you own several houses, this has been really, really cool. If you're one of the many millions who wants to get on the housing ladder, well, I'm sorry, but having a house is no longer for you. And linked to that, of course, is the cost of living crisis, the biggest single cost being energy. This is all a totally self-inflicted wound by a Conservative Party who've completely turned their backs on the idea of us being energy independent. No, we build lots of windmills and we import electricity when the wind doesn't blow. It comes in from France, it comes in from Norway. Oh, and by the way, the Tories have also closed down our gas storage facility so that this winter we will have about 2 days reserve of gas, and the lights may well go out in February. Immigration, legal immigration, well, our population's increased by about 10 million since the year 2000. Makes almost no difference whether it's the Blair era or whether it's Cameron, May or any of the others. It's tough to keep up with all the names, isn't it? What with 4 chancellors in 4 months. And across the channel, which I've been warning about repeatedly for the last 2 years, well, Border Force wrote to the Home Secretary at the weekend to say the reception centre at Manston is now full of, and I quote, violent criminals. Yes, hundreds of violent criminals are coming into this country every single week. Law and order, don't even get me started. Crime is now so bad that most people don't even bother to report crime, don't even bother to get in touch with the police. Our armed forces, since 2010, slashed, and all of this from a government that says it is Conservative. Well, there was a brief glimmer of hope that perhaps we'd try and reduce the size of the state, perhaps we'd try and get taxes down, but it wasn't to be. No, I also had hoped that the IR35 rules might be changed because that is frankly a war on the self-employed. But no, now we have Jeremy Hunt. Oh, isn't that just great? Pro the Chinese Communist Party, pro the European Union, pro lockdown, pro mandatory vaccination. I mean, frankly, he may just as well be a Labour politician. This is a globalist coup. Now, if Labour were in power, their economic policies would be virtually identical. Some of the social stuff might be a little bit crazier, a little bit madder, but it would make no difference. I fail to see right now what the point of the Conservative Party is. I don't even know what function it serves. And I'm saying this, all of this to you as we drive along Whitehall past number 10 Downing Street. There we are, that's Downing Street there. I understand they put in a revolving door because Liz Truss won't last very long. But anyway, she's not running the country. Mr. Hunt and the globalists are. There is no point to this Conservative Party. It might have existed for 200 years. It now serves no purpose. It needs desperately to be replaced. Quite how we do that under a first-past-the-post system is something I'm going to turn my mind to. Be sure of one thing, the Conservative Party, as we've always known it, is now dead.